Welcome to an episode of Bleav in Falcons. As always, I'm your host, Ovie Mughelli. We have my co-host, Michael Turner, and we are coming off a Thanksgiving bonanza, at least at my house, Mike. I have leftovers. My daughter, as I texted you earlier, she brought her leftovers. We were watching Stranger Things and catching up, some family time, but I ate half her leftovers because she had the sweet potato casserole. She had the, I don't know if it's stuffing or dressing. That is a fight me and my wife have. I call it stuffing. She said it's dressing. I don't know either way, but we had broccoli casserole with the cheese. We had what else we had? Leonese potatoes. No, we had macaroni and cheese. And we had the fried turkey and the roasted turkey and the ham, pineapple upside down cake. We had the apple and peach cobblers, and we had just a regular cake. So it's good. I'm feeling satisfied and very, very thankful. Mike, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was great, man. I went to my dad's house and spent time over there. His wife cooked for us, and we had the traditional dressing. We call it dressing.
Dressing. Stuffing is my word of choice, but
the yams. Didn't have any greens.
Oh yeah, we had green beans. Wife get mad at me because eat your vegetables.
Yeah, green beans.
And we had collard greens. We did have greens.
Right, and we had a casserole too. The
broccoli casserole, with the cheese and stuff.
Yeah, broccoli and cheese and all that stuff. Yeah, so it was good, man. Cranberry sauce, which is one of my favorites on Thanksgiving to have. I know people like it or love it.
Love it or hate it. You like it or love it, or you hate it or love it. I mean, I had cranberry. I didn't like the cranberry. My daughter loved it. My daughter Nasia was eating up the cranberry, and I don't know if Abbasi ate it or not, but yeah, those are the cranberry sauce lovers. I'm on the other side, but
okay, all right, here we go.
it is what it is, man. But
you ate the leftovers already, man.
Oh, I mean, you have to. I wanted some breakfast. I love Cracker Barrel for whatever reason. I love the Mama's French toast. I get every time I go to Cracker Barrel. I wanted some Cracker Barrel. The wife said, no, we have like 10 days of leftovers. You're eating leftovers for breakfast. So I had Thanksgiving leftovers for breakfast, and I liked it. I liked it anyway. My wife said I had to like it, but so I really liked it.
It is what it is.
Good. Yeah, but man, hopefully these Falcons will be given thanks after a second win in a row against the Jets. Again, Bleav in Falcons presented by FanDuel. Our Falcons are supposed to win this game, just like they're supposed to win the game against the Saints, and surprisingly, actually did. FanDuel has us as what? Like we're favorites, right?
We're -2.5 right now, as of right now, -2.5.
Okay, I'll take that.
On the road.
I'll take that. So here's the weird thing, Mike. We beat the Saints last week. We were supposed to beat them because they're a horrible team, and because we're supposed to be good this year. But most of our wins haven't come against teams we're supposed to beat. I mean, we lost to the Panthers twice. We beat the Bills, the Vikings, which no one's expected us to beat, and now we're going to play a team that once again it's hard to say we're much better than because we haven't proven that, but on paper, statistically, with who we are and what we should be, we're better than the Jets. We should go in there and beat this team. This is a winnable game, but we've lost winnable games, which is why conversations that we have, us talking heads, is very difficult to say what the Falcons should and shouldn't do because they're all over the place. Mm-hmm. So with the Jets coming, we're going there or they're coming here?
We're on the road.
Yeah, we're on the road. That's what I thought. With us going to the Jets, what are your thoughts regarding the chances that our Falcons have to get a W out of this?
I mean, it's a great chance on my part, but like I said, how we learned from earlier this year. Like we got to come in, be prepared, and don't let these guys. Just because we show up, don't mean they're gonna lay down for us. They got stuff to fight for too. It's like they got their jobs on the line for next year, whatever. And they got some quarterback situation they trying to get through. They banged up on offense. Garrett Wilson's out at receiver. He's on IR. They traded Sauce Gardner, so should be easier for us to get some passing yards on offense, but we'll see. Trade Quentin Williams, to Dallas, they got some changes.
It's weird, the trades, like they don't want to win. Like they're fighting for the number one pick. They trade Sauce, trades Quentin Williams. I don't understand the Jets and these teams that like almost don't want to win, but hey, I'll take it.
We'll definitely take because we need it right now. We coming off that
we'll take it because we got
that 5-game stretch was horrible, man. So we would take it, and we just keep our heads down, keep hammering away, and hopefully we gel right because it's officially back to Kirk Cousins era for the rest of the season at least. So we'll see how it goes.
And the Kirk Cousins era is going to be interesting because he played better. He played better against the Saints. He gave us a little bit of the Kirk Cousins of old that we've seen and that we grew to love. But he also had no Drake London. And he may not have a Drake London again this game. Yeah. I want to see what Kirk can do with the pieces that he has in place. And this is a defense that, I think they're better than the Saints, but they still have not had an interception all year long. And as long as they can keep Kirk safe and standing up right, I think Will McDonald is their big pass rusher. He's been a monster for the Jets, 7 sacks in the year, and they can do pressure or create pressure from all 3 levels. That's the one thing that I'm seeing might be an issue for Kirk, because our offensive line, as much as we love the big guys, as a fullback, I'm a baby offensive lineman, and I love talking about how great our O-line is until they don't play great. And until they make Kirk Cousins scramble more than he's able to. Michael Penix, he can move. The brother had some legs, even though he didn't use them as much as I'd like. He can move. Kirk Cousins, a big part of our concern with him was that, hey, he's not as mobile. He's immobile. He had an Achilles injury that he's coming off of, and we got to make sure that we give him a good pocket so he can step into the pocket and throw. If Kirk doesn't have a clean pocket, can he do what he did last game? I don't know. But I do know Kirk wants to win. I do know that Kirk is going to give us his best effort. I do know Kirk wanted to win so bad he wanted to be traded so he can play somewhere else. He knows he's a starting quarterback. And I do feel like he is a starting quarterback in the NFL still. So I'm nothing but excited about this opportunity to get the second notch on that belt to 7 wins in a row. I think we can do it, Mike. I'm not pushing back. I'm not going to get off this table and say we can't win 7 in a row. I feel like we can win 7 in a row just because the talent we have. Bijan Robinson's averaging 120, 30 something yards a game, and we haven't used him effectively. Now that we're finally getting under the center, now that we're finally having a competent play action game, now that we finally have a QB, actually, I feel bad saying this because Michael Penix was not a bad QB in his stretches, but he played bad in some games to where he didn't give us that. I hate to compare him to the old days. That's all we have to compare of. He didn't give us that Matt Ryan rookie year. He didn't give us that. All right, man, those are some wild passes, some wild plays, some wild decisions. Those are, and he gave us some of that, but Matt did it consistently at a higher level. And game 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we can't keep on saying, well, hey, he's a rookie. Hey, he's this, he's that. Yes, he'll make rookie mistakes, but we didn't draft him number 8, top 10 to make as many rookie mistakes as the rest of these rookies. We wanted Penix to get good fast, and be able to give us some W's. And we can talk all day about whether it's Penix, whether it's the scheme, whether it's Zach, whether he's been hamstrung, but it didn't happen. And Kirk Cousins, I feel like, and there's been some interesting talk about some of the things he said on the podium, or some of the things that on the podium has been said about him regarding, hey, we play within these players' skill set frames. And to insinuate that, hey, Michael Penix can only do the pistol and Kirk Cousins doesn't need to do the pistol. And I want to get into that. I don't understand that. It boggles my mind as to why if you do the under the center with Kirk, you couldn't do it with Michael Penix. Either way, I feel like Kirk gives us a chance to go 7 in a row.
I think and Kirk's been more involved with the offensive game plan throughout the week. He's been going into the office with Raheem and Zach Robinson and saying what he really likes and really more direction. It's hard to get that from a young guy, from Michael Penix in the second year. Really doesn't understand NFL schemes and all that quite yet to have his finger on his pulse, and to determine what he really likes, what's really going to work against certain defenses. I think Kirk has the experience to know you can trust him and what he's going to say. If Kirk says he's been around the league a long time,
yes, you listen.
Let's run it. So it's been smoother last week with against New Orleans, so we can see we can continue that against the Jets.
Yeah, no, they have. This is another guy I feel bad for. Justin Fields is out. Tyrod Taylor is in for the Jets. Tyrod Taylor's 26, 36. How old is this man? Tyrod Taylor. I just saw it.
26. He got to be 30 something.
Yeah. 36 years old.
You're right.
But
you're right.
They still.
He's been in the league a long time, man.
36 years old. I retired at 32, Mike, and my body hurt. At 36, I know you ain't banging at QB like you are at fullback, but I just like my shoulders ache when I see 36 and still playing QB. Anyways, Tyrod Taylor, he's a guy who has a higher floor than Justin Fields, even though Justin Fields was somebody that I like, and the Falcons were considering picking Justin Fields. We're considering picking John Watson. A lot of the guys that we didn't pick, we did a good thing for ourselves, but Justin Fields looked like he was the next best thing since sliced bread. And now he has not been able to find a way to be that starting quarterback that we all want him to be, at least I wanted to be. But Tyrod Taylor, he's someone that might give people a little more trouble because, like Kirk Cousins, he's a veteran. And he's going to, at the bare minimum, hopefully, not lose games for them. And the reason people love Justin Fields is he'll give you a pick here or there. But I'm not worried because our boy, Devon Diablo's back into that defense. And we've seen what Devon Diablo can do when he is at the center, at the heart of that defense, and taking away that doughy middle where everyone's seeing tight end, receiver, slant, cross runner, seem to catch balls against us. And that's not happening anymore. Part of the reason we won the Saints game is because our defense stopped them from getting the easy ones. They stopped the dinking and the dunking, and even some of the big plays, our DBs didn't have to compensate for the linebackers. D-line felt comfortable going after them. In fact, there was a stat about we did not do our typical have to rush 5. We were rushing 4, and because we trusted our ability to cover guys with Devon Diablo back, and still had a decent amount of sacks, still had a great amount of pressures. And I love that for our defense, which is, again, if, and hopefully it doesn't happen, they decide to move on from Raheem and Zach, don't move on from Jeff. Don't move on from Mr. Olbrich. I know we've been and we've broken, and it's frustrating because we'll get like 7 sacks, yet give up like 450 yards to the Panthers. You're like, the defense is good, but they're not. But they are. But they're not. But they are. I think they are. And I feel like our scheme and our players have given us the ability to compete, especially with Tyrod Taylor, who's 36 years old, against our defense. So I feel good about our ability to keep them to a minimum so our offense can do what they do.
Yeah, the over-under is at 39.5. So it's like, so they expect it to be a low-scoring ball game, and I don't think the Jets can score a lot of points, period, on their parts. They having trouble crossing the 20-yard line, let alone get some points. Yeah, so we'll see. But the only thing I'm concerned with Tyrod is he's a mobile quarterback too, so he'll run. He'll take off and run on you. And I hope we keep him in check and keep Breece Hall in check. We should be looking good, man. We should be looking like a top 5 defense like we did earlier this year.
I just wonder like where these guys' heads are at. As somebody who played the game for almost 10 years, you too, 9-10 years. Like I mean, it's definitely positive, but now it's and this is so sad to say, Mike, but this is where we are. You don't want them to get too happy about the Saints win. You don't want them to get too excited about the Saints win. You want them to have confidence. You want them to be very not cocky, but capable of what they can do. But you do not want, under any circumstances, for them to feel like, yeah, we're back, baby. We back up in here. Falcons are back. We about to do A, B, and C. Yeah, hold on. It's literally one game at a time. It's literally, I feel like some people think differently. There are guys who have a terrible game, have a terrible streak of games. They want to cut it off. We're not watching it. We're moving forward. We're staying, looking ahead. And there's guys who are like, no. We're going to painfully go through every single play, every rep, every mistake, why you did it, when you did it, how you did it, if you did it, and make sure that is burned into your memory. And different coaches act different ways. Different players act different ways. Me personally, I love to go through every bit. We have perfect Fridays for a reason, because we wanted to have perfect plays on Fridays and have that go into perfect plays on Sundays. And so if I'm practicing perfect and I want to play perfect and it's not perfect, Ovi wants to see what's going on. Because what differentiated me, it's not me tooting my horn, but like the details and having somebody who's cerebral enough to look at, like, all right, the angles of my blocks, where I'm inserting, understanding how my offensive linemen are going to double up to a linebacker, know when their job isn't being done. So I got to pick up so Matt can do his thing. All those details. Our Falcons have to decide which version of that they're going to do, because it's a beautiful chance to move forward and go on a streak, but it's also a chance to say, yeah, we won that game. Even that game we won, it should have been that close. Even that game we won, we had mistakes. And the 5-game lose streak that we had to figure out everything we did wrong so that doesn't happen during this hopefully 7-game winning streak. Because guess what? They got that film too.
Oh, well, during a losing streak, it was probably hard to get that first win. It was like, let's exhale a little bit.
True.
But where the head should be at is they still got a chance to make the playoffs realistically.
Yeah.
With Baker Mayfield being banged up, don't know his condition. Carolina lost Sunday night, or Monday night, whatever they played. So we right there. We still in the thick of things. And I think Carolina still got to play Tampa Bay twice. So hopefully they can help us out down the road too. But we control what we can control. Like we lost some games that we should have won early in this year.
Sure did.
Let's learn from that. Let's focus 1 week at a time. It's our head. Let's go out there full blast. We can still make the playoffs. The season's not over. It's not over till it's over.
Yeah. Garrett Wilson, Mason Taylor, Breece Hall, some of the threats that Tyrod Taylor has to throw to. Garrett Wilson, he concerns me. I've seen Garrett Wilson.
He's out. He's on IR.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's on IR.
Okay. It says here, capable runner. Okay, well, I didn't know that. Interesting. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, he did concern me, but Mason Taylor, Breece Hall, then we should be good then, because there's nobody really on the Jets team that should scare people. Even though we've had some nobodies catch touchdown on us, and so I don't even know how to do this podcast, because you can't do a back and forth, because even though players are not highly doubted or touted, and even though they don't have great numbers, we still can get beat on any given Sunday.
That's why we got to play. That's why we got to play our game, play our best. Our best is better than their best. So we go out there, focus. Don't make mistakes. No mental errors, whatever. Don't shoot ourselves in the foot with penalties. We should be good. Special teams too. Special teams are gonna be key too.
Yeah.
Don't let them get any big plays on special teams that get them in the ball game, get the crowd into it. Let's keep that crowd silent from the stump. From the jump.
From the stump and the jump. Yeah, let's do both. Why not? Let's add it on. One of the things I hope to see during this game, Mike, though, and the crowd's been clamoring for it. I think people have been yelling for it. Every time we see a flash dish, like, why don't we do more of that? I'd love to get a heavy dose of Tyler Allgeier. I'd love for this to be one of the few games where, and it doesn't have to be 50-50, but let's do 60-40. Like the whole 90-10, not even 90, the whole 95 Bijan, 5% Tyler Allgeier. 95. Yeah, the whole 95-5. Like, come on, brother. Like, I get it that Bijan is a generational talent, and the stuff that he's done shows why we picked a running back that high, even though there's been multiple arguments about the Falcons and how the other things that we need, especially now that Drake's hurt, like we throw into David Sills and hopefully our boy gets back that Kirk likes. Gosh, what's his name? Not Mohamed Sanu. Number 2 receiver. Help me out. Number 2 receiver. Mooney, yeah. Hopefully Mooney gets back to Mooning and moonlighting the way that he used to last year. But there are people saying, like, again, Bijan's great. We had this guy called Tyler Allgeier. And if Tyler Allgeier could get more run, more play time, more chances to do that angry running that he does, that reminds me of MT, I feel like that will make the game a little bit easier for everybody. It will open things up in a big way. We haven't done that. We've gotten close to that. I've seen like, oh, wow, we got like, it's almost like 80-20. This is great. Then we go back to like 95-5. Let's get back to, again, we don't need 50-50. I think 60-40 would probably be asked too much. Let's do 70-30. Let's get a good amount of Tyler Allgeier, and somebody will hopefully fact check me and see if we've ever gotten to 70-30 or what's the most equal split we've gotten from the Bijan Robinson to Tyler Allgeier. I'm sure somebody could chat GPT that and find out. But I just feel like he's a big key for us, not only controlling the clock, being able to make Kirk's job easier, even Bijan's job easier, the offensive line's job easier. Because as elusive as Bijan is, when you're running right at him, you don't have to block as long. You don't have to block as technically you could just be a brute and move forward. I feel like that's the Falcons game that we need to get back to.
Well, we'll see, because the last week offense looked totally different than how I've been looking.
It did.
So maybe it'll be looking different again this week. I don't know. I can't predict it. Can't predict it now. I gotta see what we're gonna do. But if we're gonna run that play action like we've been looking good last week, it'll help if we be on the center, running Bijan and running Tyler Allgeier.
All right. Well, we'll cut this off, Mike, because I know you got to get back to your family on a Thanksgiving post weekend. I do too. We have to watch our Stranger Things. And what are we doing? I got my sister who just got married. I'm going to post some photos. My sister, Rona Mughelli Scott, married Mr. Christopher Scott. And so we were all very happy. We had a Nigerian traditional wedding, and we had a American wedding. So I had my Agbagdan and Chokoto and all the Nigerian garb, and probably get crushed from not even pronouncing that correctly. I was born here. My parents from Nigeria. I apologize. But we had a great wedding. We're going to celebrate, eat some more food. Mike, you do the same with your family. A happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Again, belated Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you, Michael Turner. Because of you, Mike, I saw my wife's told me, tell Mike thanks. Because of you, I am almost done with the entire Bible with Tara Cobble at the Bible app. And you're the most random person that I would think that would have encouraged me to actually read the whole Bible in a year, but you did. I was like, Mike can do it. I can do it. I said, I know Mike. If Mike's doing the Bible, I know I can do the Bible too. And I'm like 3/4 of the way through it, Mike. So thank you, Mike. I appreciate you as a friend.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm trying to get back into it. I'm a couple of days behind, but I'll get back on it too. I'll catch up with you.
Yeah, you can't let me finish the Bible. You're not finishing it, so
you're right. I'll catch up with you, but yeah, lots to be thankful for, man. I'm thankful for this moment, man. This moment with us doing this podcast, and hopefully everybody have a good weekend. There's a lot of football to be played starting today, Friday. Another football game, NFL game today, and slew of college football. So it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. Have a good weekend, everybody, and hopefully it's gonna be a Falcons win on Sunday.
Yes, let's rise up, everybody. Support our Falcons. Like I said, 7 in a row. We got one down. Second one's coming in. Talk soon. See you guys.